Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Shikazu, and I am bringing you some PvZ action on Atlantis Spaceship. This match was played as part of the Gigabyte NVIDIA Invitational between our blue Protoss player from Team Prime, Creator, in the bottom left, and in the top left we have our Zerg from Team Acer. It's Nerchio. Nerchio just came off of a huge win at Home Story Cup 5, where he took out some amazing European and Korean players to, win the crown. He looked extremely dominant. The finals were kind of a joke. He just rolled over, I believe, Alicia, and just made PvZ look completely imbalanced on the way. So I'm really interested to see what we can see from him. It's probably the biggest win of his career. He's always been a good Zerg, but never really had those transcendent moments. Creator, on the other hand, is our Korean Protoss. He's from Team Prime, as I mentioned, and he's enjoyed a successful career in the GSL. Never really been a elite Korean Zerg, or Protoss, excuse me. He's always posted solid results. He's done well in the team league for Prime, but as far as the individual league goes, he's been a little bit lackluster. He's had some good runs, to be sure, but never really that career-defining moment. So anyways, let's look at the build. So we have a 14 spawning pool for Nerchio, and we have Forge First for our player Creator. Pretty standard openings. Expect we've got the probe coming across. Check the hatch timings. He's going to see nothing's there. Go up in the main, see the spawning pool timing. Pretty standard openings from both players. Nothing too crazy yet. He's just going to run up in there, see the pool. So yeah, pretty standard so far. And this probe's going to come down, throw down a Nexus. So the Protoss expansion will be a little bit ahead. Not a huge deal, but definitely decent. And Nerchio had a lot of resources, didn't send a probe or a drone down. He is going to be making 4 lings, but I feel like he messed up a little bit on his timings. That drone should have been down there earlier, but there you go. Nerchio puts down that hatchery. A small mistake from Creator. You should be able to block that a little bit longer, but he knows the timing of the lings coming out, so he's able to move that probe away, keep it alive for now. Gateway coming down, as well as a photon cannon at the natural. So it's going to be really, really safe play. And we have this drone over here taking a hatchery at the 3rd expansion. So pretty standard so far. Quick 3 hatch though. Normally you see that 3rd hatch going down about 340, or excuse me, 440, but that went down about 4 minutes. So that's a pretty big deal, and I wonder when Creator's going to spot that. It'd be pretty easy to do some sort of pressure off of 2 base, like maybe a 4 gate. Not all in by any means, but a strong pressure build, and this build could be extremely vulnerable to it. But we'll check the probe counts at the moment, probe to drone counts. Only 18 drones for Nerchio at the moment. He went for those 4 lings, which I feel didn't completely handicap him, but he did go for an extremely fast 3 hatch, so his economy is going to be kind of weak for a few moments, but as soon as that 3 base production kicks in, he'll be able to get that economy really strong again. And we'll see what he does with Warp Gate. Creator putting down Warp Gate immediately. No Chrono Boost on it though, so that's a big tell. Looks like early aggression, much less likely out of the early game. Probably not going to see a 4 gate. You want to get that Warp Gate done as quickly as possible if you're going to do something like that. Just taking both of his gases as natural, pretty standard. We don't have any gases from Nerchio yet, so no speed on the way anytime soon. I'm interested when he will throw those down, because that can be a pretty big tell. It looks like we'll just have how many queens are on the map right now? 3 queens. So not looking for a super fast, greedy creep spreading build. 2 gases going down in the main. So pretty standard. The probe to the harvester count is 38 probes to 35 drones. So Creator's doing a good job of keeping up and staying in the lead at the moment. So good job on him. That's very important in this matchup, to make sure that you stay up in drone or probe count as long as possible. Don't let the Zerg get some huge crazy advantage. So he'll just Both players just droning up, trying to hit that optimal number. A lot of sentries coming out for Creator, so it looks like he's going to be trying to just secure 2 bases. We'll see if he even knows about the 3rd base quite yet. And yeah, there we go. That probe sees the creep, knows exactly what's up, but he doesn't know the timing, which pretty important. He doesn't know how quickly it went up. If he did, at this point, there's not much he can do about it. But there were definitely a lot of timing windows he could have hit earlier. Got those 3 sentries pushing out. We're going to kill off this Zergling. Oh, no, Zergling makes it off. So look into the production tab real fast. Metabolic Boost is on the way. Warp Gate just finishing up, and +1 just about done. Blink's on the way, so we've got Twilight Council down the main, as well as 2 gates. Another 3 gateways throwing down here, so it looks like we might see some 6-gate Blink Stalker pressure. That's actually a really cool build. I think on this map, it's actually pretty strong, especially depending on the 4th timing. If Nerchio tries to go for like a quick 4th, he could be really vulnerable to this, but he doesn't really have any units on the map. And let's see what Nerchio knows. Nerchio knows absolutely nothing. He knows that there is a forge that's being chrono boosted, so that's actually a pretty big tell. I said he didn't know what was going on, but seeing the chrono boost on the forge, you could guess that a +2 timing attack's coming, and Blink's definitely one of those timing attacks that he can exploit. So we'll go back to everyone's vision. 7 sentries out on the map, so it's a large sentry number. They're going to be pulling energy really fast, and 3 Blink Stalkers. Hallucination on the way. That's a cool research, but also Burrow. Does he have a robotics bay? And this is actually really bad. No robotics bay down, so he's going to have no detection, and you know, Blink build's really strong, unless you can't see the units. And let's look at the roach numbers. Units on the field right now, 14 roaches. Yeah, if he doesn't throw down robotics very quickly, then his aggression is going to do absolutely nothing. Burrowed roaches, pretty good units. Regen health pretty quickly. It's hard to hold, but we do have 3rd base coming down. So no 2 base aggression out of him, but he could still push out. There are quite a few Blink Stalkers on the map. We have 12 Blink Stalkers, 7 sentries, and he can reinforce this really quickly. But he's got to be paying attention, and Nerchio is going to lose a lot of those links for free. But Nerchio, oh, Creator not properly handling this engagement, loses 7 full energy sentries. Will he lose the Stalkers as well? No, but there's absolutely nothing this aggression is going to do. Remember, there is Burrow researched, so these Stalkers are going to be useless, and there you go. Creator is going to lose a bunch more Stalkers, but Blink cooldown did pop up. I thought he had a little bit longer on that cooldown, but if you look at the harvester count, it's 65 65 drones to 56 probes. So Creator is still in a decent spot. Lost a lot of army there. If we look at units lost, he's lost actually less than Nerchio has. So those 7 sentries though, 700 gas. That is a huge amount of gas to be lost, and that's a big deal. I mean, he does have that 3rd pretty quickly. Does Nerchio know about it? No. That could be bad, because what Nerchio saw was a lot of Blink Stalkers hitting about 10 minutes with 7 sentries, and he could possibly guess that there was a 3rd behind that because of like a lower Stalker count, but I'm not so sure. It's tough. He does see the 3rd now. He does have burrowed roaches in that mineral line though. Let's look and see how many. 4 workers were killed there. Definitely gonna be more. Here we go. Let's look at him rack up the kills. 5 workers, 6, 7, 8 workers. Is he gonna get 9? No, doesn't look like it. We'll clean up those roaches. So good job by Nerchio, just extending his lead a little bit. Because I feel like he's definitely in the lead. He's got a 4th base up now. He's starting to drone up there. He's got 20 roaches, 7 lings on the field, but that's, he can deal with what the Protoss has, no problem. 76 drones now to 70 probes, so by no means is Creator out of this game. He's in a really good position. Forge and Dark Shrine coming down, so he's going to be going double upgrade. Oh no, his Forge got sniped at some point, so that's actually big. He's going to delay upgrades a bunch. 12 Infestors on the way, so he's going to be You know, tech into Infestor, that good mid-game. +1 is on the way, and I don't know if you saw the Evo timings, but the Evolution Chamber timings were a long time ago. He neglected those upgrades. It looks like he forgot about them. So that's a big deal. He was able to delay Creator's tech as far as upgrades go, but he delayed his own a lot too. +3 is on the way for the Protoss, just 1-1 researching for the Zerg. 4 more Infestors on the way. We have 4 Roaches in production as well. But that Darktron's getting close to done. Spire coming down, so it looks like we're just going to see layers morphing into the Hive. And yeah, so this is all pretty standard. Spire for Broodlords. Broodlords pretty good on this map. There's a lot of places where you can put them like on high ground, shooting down on like other bases. Kills off an observer there in the middle of the map. 5th base going down. No macro hatches out of Nerchio yet. Let's verify, make sure I'm not lying about anything. Big amount of spine crawlers coming down at the 3rd base. +3 is about halfway done, and those 1-1 is about finished for the Zerg. So I think that Nerchio is in a pretty good position. He's got a lot of Infestors, 16 Infestors in the field. A lot of them have full energy, or at least just about full energy. And versus Blink Stalkers, Infestors are pretty good. There isn't like some crazy high Stalker count. 32 Stalkers on the field. I feel like 45 is like that magic number where literally everything dies to him. He's trying to get up there. Maybe a little bit higher, 40, but 3 Dark Templars on the field. And are we going to see? We have Dark Templar. We're in the 5th base. They got picked off though. The rest of the Dark Templar are... They're out there somewhere. Gonna kill off this creep highway, kind of extending. Taking out 4th base. I don't know if I like this 4th base as compared to the middle 4th base. The middle 4th base has 3 Vespene Geysers. But there are no Overlords over here. Nerchio? No idea what's going on. If Nerchio scouts here and doesn't see anything, and look, he's running down here, he's rallied, he's going to see the Warp Prism as well, but there's no 4th. He's going to see that, and he's going to think he's in a much better position than he is, because that 4th base is just about done, and he's going to lose a bunch of units for free. The Observer sees them, gigs up, it's about 24 Zerglings, and it's not good. I mean, he has all these Infestors, but very little to buffer for them. I mean, that's a decent number, but he lost all those lings for free. Not going to be able to trade efficiently at all. And here he is, he's posturing up. I don't like this. I really do not like this from Nerchio. He's got all these Infestors. Greater Spire is almost done. Adrenal Glands and +2 are both halfway done. This is like an anti-timing from Nerchio. And let's see. He's down to 12 Infestors. He's spending a lot of energy. 12. Now he's down to 11 Infestors. I don't know. And he's down to 10 Infestors. He's going to lose even more. That was a terrible engagement for Nerchio. You look at his supply. 138 to 186 against a 4-base Protoss. I mean, those force fields in the engagement were really, really good. I know that force fields get a lot of hype, but those were actually really good force fields. Trapped a lot of the Infestors forward. This 5th base is going to go down no problem. The Queen trying to do its best to hold this off, but Nerchio just kind of has to let it happen. He's got, Zealots in the main. Zealots are targeting down. Will he get down and transfuse? Oh no. Nerchio. +2, almost done, but he loses the Greater Spire. Spire, is he going to throw down another one? Yes, there's another Spire going down, but so much damage. So far behind in tech. This is such a scary Protoss army. Up 50 supply. It's not enough spine crawlers here. He's got Infestors coming forward. Infestors are going to try and blanket this with Fungals. And there's a nice Fungal going down, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I mean, just so many units. Blink forward. Nerchio had this game, I feel like. He had 5 bases. His tech was just coming into fruition. Big warping of Stalkers back here. And this is GG. Spine crawlers in the front, not going to be able to do anything. Loses the last of the infestors and roads. GG from Nerchio. So that was a really good game. I feel like Nerchio had a definite advantage. He had his tech lined up. No fleet beacon on the way for Creator. Broodlords would have been so strong there. There were a lot of Blink Stalkers on the field, but with so many infestors, 16 infestors, he was set up for the late game. And I feel like attacking over here, after you just saw there was no 4th base. I mean, he scouted incorrectly, to be sure. There is a 4th base up here. But what he scouted, let's see, Nerchio, no 4th base. He doesn't see a 4th base over here. So if he would have just saw no 4th base and left, I feel like he's in a much better situation. He's ahead on bases, and his tech is out of control. 4-base Protoss is pretty scary, but when they don't have a fleet beacon, I mean, Broodlords, they're really good, and there's no way Creator pushes if there's still 16 infestors behind spine crawlers. So I feel like this is a situation where Nerchio maybe got a little over eager, thought he saw something that he could take advantage of, but ended up losing a lot of units due to good force fields from Creator, as well as those blink forwards picked off a lot of infestors, used up too much energy, just really wasn't able to hold. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed the cast. That's actually my first cast that I've ever done, so you know, if you liked it, remember, my name's Shakazu. Hopefully you'll see me around casting tournaments, being on Reddit, that type of stuff, trying to just, you know, hone my skills. Esports has always been, well, recently, last year, it's been a big part of my life. I really enjoy it and think it's one of the coolest things out there. So, you know, just trying to get involved in it, and I hope you enjoyed my casting. So yeah, I'll hope you guys get to see me soon. So have a nice day.